How many women has this worked on?
All of them.
And my nose is so big.
I need to search for information about recent celebrity feuds to write an accurate and engaging script on this topic. Now, I have enough information to write a comprehensive script about celebrity feuds. I'll create an engaging script that covers the Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni legal battle and the Cardi B versus Offset feud.
About what anybody says. Like, don't worry about nobody. Don't ever let them take you down, because those people are they're really miserable.
Ensuring it meets the word count requirements and follows all the formatting rules. When the cameras stop rolling and the red carpets are packed away, some of Hollywood's biggest stars find themselves locked in battles that make their on-screen drama look tame. Behind closed doors, feuds simmer and boil over, spilling into courtrooms, social media, and the public eye with explosive consequences. These aren't scripted confrontations, they're real conflicts with real stakes, and they're reshaping how we understand fame, power, and accountability in the entertainment industry. The most shocking celebrity feud of recent times involves two people who once worked side by side on a film about domestic violence. Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni starred together in the adaptation of the best-selling novel, a project that should have been a triumph. Instead, it became the epicenter of a legal earthquake that continues to shake Hollywood. What started as whispered tensions on set has morphed into a sprawling legal battle involving sexual harassment allegations, defamation claims, and accusations of coordinated smear campaigns. Lively fired the first public salvo in late 2200, when she filed a complaint with the California Civil Rights Department. Her allegations were serious and detailed. She claimed Baldoni, who also directed the film, had created a hostile work environment.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
I wasn't.
Through unwanted physical contact, inappropriate comments, and behavior that crossed professional boundaries. The complaint described instances of improvised intimate scenes that hadn't been agreed upon, personal discussions that made her uncomfortable, and a pattern of conduct, she says, amounted to sexual harassment. But Lively didn't stop at workplace misconduct allegations. She went further, claiming that when she tried to address these issues, Baldoni and his team launched a calculated campaign to destroy her reputation. Her legal team presented what they claimed was evidence of a coordinated effort involving public relations professionals, social media strategists, and even entertainment bloggers. The goal, according to Lively, was to turn public opinion against her and make her appear difficult, demanding, and unreasonable. The plot thickened when Baldoni responded with his own massive lawsuit, seeking hundreds of millions in damages.
Nothing.
You gotta stop. You have to stop this. Please.
What?
Staring at me like.
His legal team painted a completely different picture of events. They portrayed Lively as a powerful Hollywood figure who seized control of the film, pushed out the director from marketing efforts, and then fabricated harassment claims to justify her behavior. Baldoni's complaint alleged that Lively conspired with major media outlets to publish damaging stories about him, effectively weaponizing her celebrity status and industry connections. One of the most startling aspects of this feud is how it's played out across multiple legal jurisdictions. There are cases in California, New York, and even Texas, each dealing with different aspects of this sprawling conflict. Judges have been asked to weigh in on everything from defamation to civil rights violations. In one significant development, a federal judge dismissed Baldoni's initial defamation lawsuit, ruling that Lively's harassment allegations were legally protected as part of a legal proceeding. However, the core sexual harassment and retaliation case continues to move toward trial. The evidence being exchanged in these cases reads like something from a thriller. Text messages between Lively and her famous friends, including references to her husband and other A-list celebrities, audio recordings of conversations between the stars during production.
I brought the movie with me on the airplane. Like I have like a folder, like a disc, like a hard drive.
Communications with public relations teams that allegedly show how narratives were being shaped, documents revealing how quickly professional relationships deteriorated. Every filing brings new revelations that get dissected by legal experts and the public alike. What makes this feud particularly explosive is how it's entangled other celebrities. Names of major Hollywood figures have appeared in court documents, sometimes as witnesses, sometimes as people who were consulted, sometimes just as context. Some of these celebrities are reportedly frustrated about being dragged into the dispute. Industry insiders suggest that people are now more cautious about their associations, worried they might end up named in the next filing or deposition. The Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni battle has forced Hollywood to confront uncomfortable questions about power dynamics, the handling of harassment allegations, and the role of public relations in shaping narratives. It's a case study in how modern celebrity conflicts unfold, not just in courtrooms, but across social media platforms, entertainment news sites, and public opinion. The trial, currently scheduled for early 2026, promises to be one of the most watched legal proceedings in recent entertainment history. While that courtroom drama builds toward its climax, another celebrity feud has been playing out in real time on social media with all the subtlety of a sledgehammer. Cardi B and Offset, once one of hip-hop's most talked about couples, have turned their divorce into a public spectacle that makes reality television look restrained. Their split, which came after years of on-again, off-again drama, has devolved into a war of accusations, social media rants, and increasingly personal attacks. Cardi B filed for divorce from the former Migos member.
About what anybody says. Like, don't worry about nobody. Don't ever let them take you down, because those people are they're really miserable.
In the summer of 2024, her second attempt to legally end their marriage. Unlike the first filing, which she withdrew, this one appears final. The couple shares 3 children, and what should be a private family matter has instead become daily entertainment for millions of followers. The feud intensified dramatically when Cardi publicly accused Offset of harassment, emotional manipulation, and trying to sabotage her new relationships. In explosive social media sessions, Cardi has detailed allegations that paint a disturbing picture of her ex's behavior. She claims Offset has sent threatening voicemails, coordinated with gossip bloggers to spread rumors about her, and even shared intimate videos of them to a man she was dating. These aren't subtle accusations whispered through lawyers. They're detailed, angry, and delivered directly to her massive social media audience. Cardi has described receiving messages where Offset allegedly made threats against both himself and her, creating what she characterizes as a campaign of intimidation. The intensity of the feud reached new heights when Cardi went public with her relationship with NFL player Stefon Diggs. Offset's reaction was swift and public. He posted and then deleted messages questioning the paternity of Cardi's newest child. He made dismissive comments about her new relationship, calling it a publicity stunt. The back and forth became so heated that Cardi went on record saying she wanted Offset to suffer, making statements so raw and angry that they shocked even those familiar with her unfiltered style. What distinguishes this feud from typical celebrity breakups?
I'm happy. I feel like I'm in a good space. I feel very strong. I feel very powerful that I'm doing all this work, but I'm doing all this work while I'm creating a baby.
Is Cardi's deliberate choice to be loudly, unapologetically furious? In an era where divorced celebrities are expected to take the high road, issue bland statements about co-parenting, and maintain dignified silence, Cardi has chosen the opposite path.
Are you getting her ring? It's on the agenda, maybe, right? Right? I gotta get mine first, though.
She's called out Offset for requesting spousal support, despite, she claims, barely contributing to their children's lives. She's accused him of being absent from his youngest daughter's life. She's detailed the financial burden she carries alone, which she says runs into hundreds of thousands of dollars annually. Offset has responded through his own channels, calling into radio shows, releasing music that references their relationship, and making his own accusations. He's suggested Cardi has been unfaithful, questioned her parenting, and portrayed himself as a victim of her public attacks. The feud has created a situation where fans and observers feel compelled to pick sides, analyzing every social media post and interview for new ammunition.
Yeah, it says wave right here. I still gotta get my, oh my God, I'm running out of body. I'm running out of body. All these young kids, I'm running out of body.
Wow, so how do you determine?
The clash intensified further when issues around their children became public talking points. Cardi accused Offset of standing up their kids multiple times and seeing their youngest daughter only a handful of times since her birth. She claimed he was more interested in controlling her personal life than being present for his children. Offset, for his part, has suggested that Cardi prevents him from seeing the kids and has painted himself as a father being kept from his family. In another jaw-dropping development, Offset allegedly created drama around the hairstyle of one of their young sons.
Well, where can they go? I don't really want one on my hands. I don't know. I have to really think about it. I have too many kids. Like, Lord, please control me.
When the child appeared with braids similar to those worn by Cardi's new boyfriend, Offset took to social media with thinly veiled threats, warning that anyone playing with his son would face serious consequences. The incident was so inflammatory that Offset subsequently deactivated his social media accounts, though whether this represents a cooling-off period or just a temporary retreat remains unclear. What's remarkable about both of these feuds is how they reflect broader changes in how celebrity conflicts unfold. Gone are the days when publicists could quietly manage narratives and keep disputes behind closed doors. Now,
But what's next? What we doing again? We do it again. We have to do it again all the time. It's not like we're never like comfortable. We just want to keep doing it. And that's just how we both are.
You have a song on your new album. I can't wait for people to hear the new music, but there's a song called Safe.
Yeah,
Is he somebody that makes you feel safe?
very safe.
everything happens in real time, documented and dissected by millions. Court filings get leaked and analyzed. Social media rants go viral within minutes. Text messages become evidence. Audio recordings surface. The boundary between private and public has essentially dissolved. These battles also highlight questions about power, gender, and accountability in entertainment. When Blake Lively makes harassment allegations, she faces scrutiny about whether she's using her position to attack someone's career. When Justin Baldoni responds, he's either defending himself or silencing a victim, depending on who's telling the story. When Cardi B expresses rage at her ex-husband, she's either justified or out of control. When Offset plays the victim, he's either exposing truth or manipulating perception. There are no clear answers, only competing narratives fighting for dominance. The legal implications of these feuds extend far beyond the individuals involved. The Lively Baldoni case could set precedents for how harassment allegations are handled in the entertainment industry, how much protection public relations campaigns have, and what constitutes retaliation. The financial stakes are enormous, with damage claims running into hundreds of millions of dollars. The reputational stakes are even higher. Careers hang in the balance. Future projects depend on outcomes. The entire entertainment ecosystem watches and takes notes. For Cardi B and Offset, the implications are more personal but no less significant. Their children will grow up with a permanent, digital record of their parents' most toxic moments. Co-parenting relationships that could have been private are now public knowledge. Future romantic relationships will be viewed through the lens of this very public divorce, and every time either of them makes a career move, people will remember this feud. What these explosive feuds reveal is that celebrity conflicts in the modern age are fundamentally different from those of previous generations. They're faster, more public, more legally complex, and more interconnected with social media and public opinion. They blur the lines between personal grievances and professional disputes, between private matters and public interest, between truth and narrative. They create situations where everyone involved loses something, even if they technically win their cases. As the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni legal battle heads toward trial, and as Cardi B and Offset continue their very public divorce, one thing becomes clear: The era of quiet celebrity feuds handled discreetly by lawyers and publicists is over. Welcome to the age of explosive, unfiltered, real-time celebrity warfare, where every text message might become evidence, every social media post is a weapon, and the whole world watches as private conflicts become public spectacles. These aren't just feuds anymore, they're cultural events that reshape how we think about fame, power, and the price of living life in the spotlight.